Okay, today I'm starting the developer session of the Salesforce.com. Okay, and guys, before going into developer session, let me know if there are any doubts on admin. If you guys have any doubts, you can just ask me whenever you want, so that I will. You can just let me know on today's class. After the class, I'll tell you on tomorrow morning, or you can directly contact your trainer for the admin. Okay. And
Okay.
now let us start the developer session. Basically, I have a small question, guys. Why we go for the developer session in Salesforce? Any idea?
No.
Okay. Basically, what happens is this is the standard things that are provided by the Salesforce for us. See, this is the standard SaaS platform, means Salesforce, I mean software as a service. This is the standard SaaS platform provided by the Salesforce.com. Whereas all the users who are using, for example, like whoever might be the users and clients, they might be the Uber, it might be the end client, Coke might be the end client, or Comcast might be the end client, whoever might be the end client, are not satisfied with these things, guys. This is the standard thing that is provided by the Salesforce, but for our implementation, for our customization, this is not at all enough, guys. So now that is the reason why we have to go for the customization. Here we will do some changes, like we'll create some users, workflows, validations. These are like configurations. We are setting up the configurations and we are just a bit customizing. That's it, as an admin. But what happens to the developer? Developer is nothing but we take some extent to the admin. Means whatever the functionalities that an admin cannot perform, that functionalities we will do with the developer. For example, guys, now take as an account here. In the account, I'm clicking on a new. Look at this, guys. Here it shows like uh, only two columns, right? It is showing only two columns and multiple number of rows. But what my client requires is four columns in a single row. Here it is only two columns in a single row. Whereas what my client requires is four columns in a single row. What my client requires more functionality than this existing functionalities. That is the reason why we have to go for the customization. Okay, that is the reason why we have to go for the customization. Guys, do you guys are aware of the architecture of the Salesforce? On what architecture, based on what architecture we are designing the Salesforce or implementing the Salesforce? Anyone? Guys, are you guys there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm,
Okay, basically what happens is our Salesforce is designed and based on the MVC architecture, not designed, guys, it's based on the MVC architecture. See, MVC, MVC, I can define this MVC. M is nothing but the model. V is view.
Model view controller.
Yes, exactly, that's perfect, guys. Model view controller. Whereas in this model view controller, this is applicable for both the admin and the developer, guys. As an admin, there is a model for an admin, model for a view, model for the controller. Okay, as an admin, we will perform all these operations by using some page layout, some kind of stuff, everything, whatever you guys learn in the admin. Now, as a developer, how do you perform this and how do you justify this model view controller? How do you justify this model view controller, guys? First thing, this is data model. What is the data model? It is nothing but the structure of the Salesforce. Structure of the Salesforce. This is data is nothing but this. This is everything is a data, guys. By using this metadata only, by using this data, I mean like data or metadata, it's nothing but accounts, contacts, opportunities, cases, reports, and dashboards. By using these kind of stuff, we will design the new user interfaces. We will just create and manipulate the data by using the logic. Okay, now, okay, let me take the program. This is the MVC architecture, guys. See, basically in our MVC architecture, there will be a model. Model is nothing but the database, guys, means background data work. And the second one is view. View is nothing but user interface. User interface that we are designing. Whereas the controller, what is the controller, guys? This controller is nothing but the business logic. By using this controller, we will manipulate the data. We will just work with the functionalities of the functionalities for this model and view. This purely we can say that this controller acts as a connectivity for this view on this model. See, guys, here it says how the functionality of the MVC works. So see, this controller, I mean, in this user interface, okay, let's go to the browser. In the browser, we will click on like a google.com or youtube.com or salesforce.com. Whatever the website is, we will just click on that website, guys. When we click on that website, what happens internally is that request will be sent to the controller. That request will be sent to the controller. Guys, in our Salesforce, this controller is a server-side controller. Means Apex classes. There are both two types, guys. First thing is server-side controller and a client-side controller. But here it works with a server-side, guys. And after that, see, we will send a request. After sending the request, it will manipulate in the controller and it will go with the model. Model is nothing but the database, and it will just retrieve the data. Whatever the data is retrieved, then whatever the data it get back to the renders and it just views here. What it will view, guys, it's nothing but it displays the data what we retrieved here. That's it. That's simple, guys. Next. This is nothing but it shows what are all the availabilities as a development that is available for the MVC architecture. See, M is a model. Model is nothing but it metadata, objects, triggers and classes comes under this model. Guys, this is just a reference one. Don't take it so seriously, this thing. Sometimes it changes. This trigger sometimes comes under the controllers too. So just this is just like a reference, guys. Just take it. These are the items that we discuss under the view. View means standard pages, visual force pages, extension, external pages, and this kind of stuff. Okay, this is the basic architecture. I cannot say this is as an architecture. This is the basic example of MVC, guys. How the MVC works. This is the basic explanation of how the MVC works. Okay, now where is this? Okay, guys. In this MVC architecture, we are going to discuss about few languages, guys. First one is Visual Force. Second one is Apex. Third one is Web Services. These are the three main topics that we discuss in development, guys. Step by step, we will go through, guys. First, we will go with the Visual Force. Next, Apex. Next, with the Web Services. Okay. In this Apex, there are subtopics, guys, like SOQL, SOSL, SOQL, SOSL, and SOQL joins, DML operations, and many more, guys. There are many more. We will discuss one by one, step by step, later sessions. Okay. First, as a beginning, we will just go with the Visual Force, guys. We will start with the Visual Force today. Okay, guys, any doubt till now, guys, please let me know.
No.
Any doubt with the basic introduction?
No.
No.
You guys understand, right? What is a user interface? What is the database? What is a controller is nothing but it manipulates the data and we work with that. Okay.
Yeah.
These are the main primary things. Okay. Now what? Now I'm just going into the Visual Force. Okay. What is the Visual Force, Suman? Visual Force. What is a Visual Force, Suman? Visual Force is nothing but it's a framework, guys. That is a framework that is designed by our Salesforce.com to implement the functionalities or extensions for the Salesforce, guys. So, guys, this framework came on 2000, I guess, 8. Yes, 2008. Before that, it was limited to S controllers and these kind of stuff. But now the new thing is Lightning, guys. Again, after 8 years, they have implemented again with the Lightning with another framework known as Aura framework, AURA, Aura framework. Okay, but it's not still established in the market, so we will just go with the uh, standard ones. I mean the Salesforce Classic. The Salesforce call it as a Salesforce Classic, this one, and they call it as a Salesforce Lightning, the other new implemented one. Okay, now we will just discuss on the Salesforce Classic. Okay, now what is this Visual Force, Sumant? What is this Visual Force? Visual Force is a framework, guys. Visual Force is a framework. Okay, what does this framework include? Guys, in this framework, there are two segments. First thing is markup, Visual Force markup. Guys, I'll write VF, Visual Force markup. And second one is Visual Force controller. First one is Visual Force markup and second one is Visual Force controller. Okay, what is the Visual Force markup, Suman? Guys, do you guys have any idea on HTML, CSS? Guys, my session should be interactive, please. Okay. I prefer interactive. If you guys are not interactive, I'll just teach and I'll just go like, I'll run like anything. Just be interactive so that I will understand, you guys understand or not. Okay, do you guys have any idea on HTML?
Yes.
So
Type
you,
markup language.
yes, so you guys know the Visual Force markup language too. It is similar, guys, but we will discuss the tags what are available here, what are the extensions for the JavaScript available in this markup language. Don't worry, guys. Next, what is the Visual Force controller? Okay, guys, do you guys know Core Java J2SE standard, just J2SE?
No.
Okay, if you guys are aware of that, then you guys are aware of controller, Visual Force controller. Simple, guys, but we have to mold it into our Salesforce. HTML has its own markup, its own syntaxes. Similarly, our Visual Force markup has its own syntax and its own tags, its own designing text. So same like a core Java has its own functionalities, whereas this Apex controller also works on the OOPS concepts only, but a bit slight difference, guys. A bit slight difference is there. So we will discuss everything. Don't worry. First thing is Visual Force markup language. Visual Force markup language is nothing but our Salesforce provided us with a predefined tags like a HTML, guys. You know how the HTML works. We will write an tag here and it will display on the web. Similarly, our Salesforce provided us with a predefined tags. There are many predefined tags, guys. By using those predefined tags, we will design our user interface. We will design our user interface. Okay, we will design our user interface. Whereas the controller, guys, in this controller, we will specify the business logic. Logic, sorry. In this controller, we will specify the business logic, guys. Okay. Now, in this Visual Force markup and Visual Force controller, guys, in this Visual Force controller, there are again two types. First one is standard controller. Second one is the custom controller. Guys, if you guys observe, the Salesforce is everything. They say standard, custom, standard, custom, standard, custom, standard, custom. It's nothing, guys. Simple. Simple. Standard is nothing but the available functionalities that is provided by the Salesforce. Whereas in the coding also, if we say standard means, that means by using the available functionalities only we will be working on that. But nothing new, we are not inventing anything. We don't invent anything, but we are not writing anything new. Standard means whatever the available things are there, we will just work on with them. Whereas custom means we are doing something, we are putting some effort to make them more user, I mean, uh, what I say, more look good, to give its feel, I mean a look and feel, to make it a better by using this custom controllers. See, standard controller and custom controllers, guys, we will start with the markup language first. Okay, before going to markup language, I will just say the standard controller. It will be useful when I'm discussing about markup language. So first, standard controller. Guys, standard controller is nothing but I have a small question, guys. I'm writing a code. Okay, I said the visual force, right? Where you will write that visual force code, first thing, just type the visual force. See, it says visual force pages. So you will go to visual force pages. See, here it says new visual force page. See, it says everything, like, I mean, it provided you with the default code, some code, whatever, it's available there. So this is visual force, right? So now, guys, this is visual force, guys. Now we are not applying this visual force to anything. Then what is the use, guys? What is the use? Nothing, right? So by using these controllers, we will apply this visual force page to any of this. If you want to apply it for these objects, like a custom objects, these are the standard, right? Accounts, contacts, leads, and many leads, accounts, contacts, opportunities, reports, dashboards, documents, whatever. These are all the standard objects. Whereas if you create your own object, it is a custom object, right? So by using the standard controller, we will link the standard object and custom objects, so that if we want to perform the operations on this accounts object, then we can perform by using this visual force controller. See, how do we mention that one? Simple, guys. In this Apex, by using the standard controller attribute, guys, just remember tags attributes. HTML also same, guys, tags and attributes. Here Visual Force Apex page is a tag, whereas standard controller is a attribute. Okay, now in this attribute, if you want to work with accounts, then write an account, so save it. Okay, label and this kind of stuff we have to make it. So standard controller equal to accounts. So in this way we can specify a particular visual force page to the accounts object. If you want to contact, write a contact here, and if you want an opportunity, write an opportunity here. Guys, here you have to write the names, not the labels. Just remember, guys, here these accounts, contacts, opportunities are labels, whereas you have to mention here the names, guys. Okay, if you guys, when you guys are creating the objects, it says labels, name, and plural name. Plurals, here it gives the plurals, guys, but we have to mention the name. Contact's name is the contact, whereas for the custom object, how you will do, guys? Any idea? Simple. Underscore underscore C, underscore underscore C. This represents the custom object, right? This represents the
Yes.
custom object. So this is how you link up this visual force page with the standard objects or custom objects. So guys, here the contact is not a custom object. For example, I took it. Let's make it as something like XYZ or something. Just for showing how do we link up, guys. We will just go detail in later sessions, don't worry. Okay, this standard controller equals to object. This is how you link up, means this is how you provide a reference between the accounts, I mean the objects. Guys, the standard controller deals with custom objects and standard objects. That means we perform the operations on the custom objects and standard objects by using this, by using this, by using this guys, standard controller.
Stop.
Okay, now, okay, Sumant, here pretty much standard controller is doing everything. What does the custom controller does? Custom controller does the customization. That means here we just provided the standard and custom objects, whereas in the custom controller we will provide the Apex classes. Apex classes. I'm just giving introduction for this guys. Okay, now in this custom controllers we will provide the Apex classes. Okay, just remember for these guys, standard controllers, standard objects and custom objects, whereas the custom controller, it deals with the Apex classes. Okay, now let us go with the markup language. See, here I mentioned there are two types, right? First one is a markup, second one is the controller. First we will deal with the markup, then we will come to the controller guys. Now, okay, guys, before going to markup, I have a small thing to tell you. Okay, guys, I have a small question, guys. How many types can you create a visual force page? How many types means how many ways can you create a visual force page? There are 4 ways you can create a visual force page, guys. There are 4 ways you can create a visual force page. What are the 4 ways, Sumant? First one is by typing into a quick find search bar. See, visual force pages. I'm going to visual force pages, and in this visual force page, click new. And the second option is developer console. Just click on the developer console. See, just close this stuff and go with the new. See, here it says visual force page, right? So this is the second option. Guys, developer console, not only from here, we can access from developer console, not only from there guys, we can access from here also. Look at this developer console. We can access from this menu bar too, developer console. So I told you how many ways? 2 ways is finished. First is by searching on global search, getting to the visual force. It will be on the customized here, visual force pages. Second is through developer console. And the third one, guys, and the third one is, okay, and the third one is through URL. Okay, just be careful, guys. Through URL, I will write apex of name, guys. Whatever the name you want to mention, you have to mention, guys. What is the syntax to create through URL? You have to provide, we have to delete everything. See, previously what should be there here? This everything is there, right? I mean, this in this URL, except this domain name, na40.salesforce.com, there are some page folder names. These are all encrypted folder names that we don't want now for this kind of things. But what we have to do, just delete all these URLs. And now what we have to do, guys, I deleted all the URL and write apex. Apex / and your visual force page name. Whatever the visual force page name you want to mention there, just write it down there. So I want to make it as a demo. Make it demo 1, then whatever, it doesn't matter guys. Demo, clicked on it. See, page demo doesn't exist, guys. It is showing page demo doesn't exist. What might be the reason, guys? Sumant, you told me whenever you click like this, you can able to create a visual force page. But to do like that, to create a visual force page through URL, we have to enable one option, guys. What is that option? We have to go to users. In that users, we have to edit a user. What is my user, guys? I'm the system administrator, right? So my user is salesforce training102.com. So I have to edit that one. In that edit, there will be a developer mode. In that edit, there will be a developer mode. The down should be here somewhere. Yep, see, developer mode. In this developer mode, if we check this developer mode only, through URL, you can create the visual first pages. Otherwise, it is impossible to create that one, guys. Okay. So I provided it with the developer mode. After that, what guys? I checked it. Now let's go and save. See, now let me refresh this page so that guys, when I refresh this page, you guys gonna see a tool to develop our visual first page. See, we got a tool, right? This one, this is a tool. Create a page demo. So I'm just creating it. Sumant, where is my coding console? Where is my coding space? Where is my workspace? Look at this, guys. The bar over here is the workspace. Oh, it's not coming. Guys, my laptop is new, so some options are working and some are not working. Okay. See, this is the coding console or workspace that we are gonna work on the visual first pages, guys. Okay, guys. See, it is provided with the default tag apex page. Okay, default tag apex page, guys. This is the basic tag that we need to require to write a visual force user interface. So I wrote this one. Now I'm just deleting everything. Guys, if you guys observe this text, congratulations, it is on the above, guys. See, whatever you write, hi, welcome to Salesforce development training. Okay, welcome to Salesforce development. I'm saving it. See, you can see, hi, welcome to Salesforce development training. Guys, don't forget, guys, we can write the HTML tags also here. There is no limitation in this. We can use HTML, we can use CSS, we can use JavaScript, whatever. Sorry. We can use all the web supported languages. We can use all the web supportive languages. See, Salesforce is the heading. If you mess, we can write the break tag here. Sorry. Terminated the matching and okay. Sorry guys. The closure tags are not accepted in Salesforce. Okay. Anyway, see, you know, we can write HTML, CSS, and JavaScript also, guys, with some limitations in that. No problem, guys. But we will rarely use this HTML and CSS, guys, in real time. We will use JavaScript mostly. CSS in Lightning we are using more in CSS, and HTML, you know, the basic tags like H1 tag. I mean, there are many tags, guys. Guys, can you guys remind me some HTML tags, guys? Anyone?
Break.
Okay, let me tell you.
And
Header tags H1, H1 to H6 header tags, right? Is it correct?
yes. Yeah.
After that, break tag, paragraph tag, span tag, div tag. What is the difference between span and div tag, guys? I'll tell you, div and span tags are both are same, but div tag, I mean, it is inbuilt property came with a break operation. Means whatever the lines you write, it will automatically break inside. Not, I mean, like if you write whatever the property you write, like one line, second line, if you write in the lines like this, it will automatically provide you like this. In these lines only, one after the other, one after the other. Whereas in the span tag, it doesn't allow like that. That is the main difference. That's it, I guess. If there are any other, I didn't remember, guys. And many more are there, guys. Canvas tags for graphics, image tag. Just remember, these are all the tags that yes, these are all the tags that comes in our Salesforce also, but with a slight difference in the names. The properties will be same, but in the Visual Force, the names will be the names will be different, but the properties will be same in our Visual Force. Only for some tags, okay? Now I'm just deleting everything. First, the first tag, let us discuss about some basic tags in our sales. First tag is Apex Page Tag. What is this Apex Page Tag, Suman? What is this Apex Page Tag? See, even though if you didn't mention anything inside that, the Apex Page Tag itself provides some empty space here. See, this is a single page, guys. It's nothing but a single page. That means, one second, guys. That means our Apex tag represents a single Visual Force page. Our Apex Page Tag represents a single Visual Force page. Whereas guys, in HTML also, for the tags, there will be attributes, right? There will be attributes. See, this is my page. So what else can you perform by using this page, guys? See, there is a sidebar here. If you don't want this sidebar, you can just take this off, guys. How? There is an attribute called sidebar. If you mention that sidebar to be false, then you cannot see the sidebar. See, can you see the sidebar, guys?
Yeah. No.
No, right? So
Yeah.
this sidebar attribute makes us to not visible this sidebar, guys. If you mention it to be true, then you can see that. Save. See, you can see it. So, and sidebar, we know that sidebar can be disabled and again enabled. Now what about this header, guys? Home, leads, accounts, contacts, opportunities. Guys, in real time, basically, what happens if you are designing some custom applications, you don't need all these on headers, guys. So what happens is, just go, there is a tag called show header. Yeah, show header. In the show header, this is also Boolean variable data type, guys. So it must be true or false. If you say true, it will be available. If you say false, it will not be available. That means it will be hidden from the Visual Force page. Hide and not hide. That's it. So I'm just saying false. Guys, if you observe one thing, this sidebar is linked to this main bar, right? I mean the header, because the home tag has its sidebar. So if you disable this, if you disable the header, then automatically the sidebar should be disabled. So I'm just saving it. See, is there anything here?
No.
No, right? So
Yes.
that is the use of this show header attribute. Like that, there is one thing like I forgot the main one, guys. Render as. This is one of the most important thing. Render as attribute, guys. If you want to show your your Visual Force page as a document, like a PDF, then we will use this. See, PDF. Save. See, is it showing like a PDF? Yes, right?
Yes.
If you want to
Yes.
save, you can save. If you want to print, you can print. If you want to refresh or something, rotate clockwise or something, you can do whatever. Pretty much the PDF operations what you want to perform by using this render as an attribute, you can perform it, guys. Like that, there are many attributes, guys. Just in Google, go and type your Salesforce developer guide, salesforce.com. In this developer guide, what something it came, guys. Just type the Salesforce developer guide or Apex developer guide or Visual Force developer guide. You will get everything, guys. See. And one more thing, guys, I told I'll be giving you notes, right? After finishing the class, within 2 or 3 minutes, I'll just post it on a website, guys. I'm planning to maintain a website, so I'm starting with your class only, basically. So I will write everything on that, whatever I told you today, and I'll just post it for you, and I'll give the link. Okay, is that fine?
Yeah. Fine. Okay.
Okay, guys. if it's a website, it will last for long, right? Whenever you want, you guys can see.
Yes.
Okay, now just render as PDF. You guys go with the, familiar with this main attributes. These three are important attributes, guys. And there are many attributes, but you can just search it on the Google. Like attributes like this. And one more thing, for the standard controller, what we will use here, guys. For standard controller, what we will use here, there is an attribute name, standard
Yeah.
controller.
I think
Yes, guys, I told there are two types of controllers. First one is standard controller, second one is a custom controller.
custom.
Yes,
Yeah.
whereas the standard controller's attribute name is standard controller only. Whereas custom controller's attribute name is a just controller, guys. Okay?
Okay.
So if you want a standard controller, if you want to, you guys can see now. See account, I'm linking the account. Guys, now it is with the home tag. When we write here account, and if you save it, it will go to account, guys. It will be related to account now. That means our visual post page that we are writing here is related to the account object now. See, you can see the change, right?
Yes.
So see, it changes from the home to the account. That means the,
Accounts.
yes, standard controller what we wrote is related to the account. Okay, now you can write the controller also. Guys, but one more thing, guys, only one at a time. You cannot write both at a time. Okay, either standard controller, you can write either standard controller or just a controller. You
Con-
cannot write both because
okay.
it doesn't make sense, right?
Yes.
First we'll make the standard controller and we are just representing one object. Then again, if we write controller and we are writing apex class, it doesn't make sense, right?
Yep.
Got it, guys?
Yeah.
Okay. Now this is the basic tag, apex page tag. First one. After the apex page tag, there is a, see, here in this apex page tag, this is just showing a page, but I don't want to show it as a page. I want to show it as a form, like a, you know, the application form like that, single page. I want to show it as a single page. So what should I do? There is a tag called form tag. Form tag. Now let us save it and see what happens. Now it says the just form, guys. Okay, now inside this form it represents the form. Now there is no there is no data here, that's why it's showing like this only, but it represents the form, guys. So after the form, guys, what is the use of this form? It's nothing but represents a specific form in our visual force page, guys. Why we use this form means basically if you want to create some buttons, you know, the save button, edit button, you guys encountered it on the admin, right? If you go with the account, new button also, here it says save, new, cancel, like this. So if you want to place this button, there should be must and you should mention a form tag. Okay, to place these buttons, save new or something, whatever might be, edit, cancel. To place these buttons, must and should you write this form tag. That is the main use of this form tag, guys. And input tags and these kinds, these should be wrapped inside this form tag only. Okay. Next one.
Okay.
What is the next one first? Guys, are you guys understanding or
Yes.
Yes.
if you guys don't understand, let me know, guys. I'll go. You know, my way of speaking will be a bit faster, but I guess it will be understandable. Are you guys understanding?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Thank you very much. Next. Okay. After this form tag, there is one more basic tag called apex page block. Guys, I'm right. Coming sequentially. If you guys observe, apex page, after that page block. Page block means it represents a specific specific block in your page, guys. Let me save it. See, it showed, did it shows any difference here? Yes, right? See, it's showing
Yeah.
some block kind of stuff here. Okay, now,
Yeah.
guys, in this block, we can write some attributes. Okay, let us work with the title attribute. Guys, I'm mentioning the title. So now I'm working with home. Okay, let's go with the standard controller. Let us work with the account. Something, guys, something. Let us work. So I'm saving it. So it went to accounts and the title. Let us make it as an account information. Save. See, title. So the page block table is nothing but it creates a particular block, guys. It creates a particular block. Whereas I guess you can mention the tab style also here. Tab style equals to make it as a contact. Guys, did you observe anything, guys, here?
Yes.
Your tab style changed, right?
Yes.
Into what it changed? Simple, guys. It changed into the contact tab style. I mentioned like that. See, this is the contact tab style. So your account object is merged with the contact tab style. Guys, if you have any tab styles with the different, you guys create the custom objects, right? Usually we write the custom objects or some tab styles for like CSS style sheets. We will write, what happens is the web developers, they will provide you with the CSS style sheet with an external sheet, guys. You will mention here tab style equals to, let's take this style sheets. The name of the CSS file, let us take it as a style sheet. Then whatever the styles that is mentioned in that CSS file, that will be applicable here, guys. That is why we use this tab style. Okay, now let me just take it out. Okay, title, tab style, and yep, I guess one more thing is there. uh rendered 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 Okay, what is the use of this rendered, guys? Any idea?
Rendered.
Okay, rendered is nothing but here we will just specify it's a boolean. First of all, it's a boolean type, guys. It is a true or false type, first of all. Okay, if it is true, what happens? This compound, a particular compound that we are providing, will display, guys. If it is false, it will not display. See, if it is true, then the compound will not display on the page. As if it is false, guys, true means provide this functionality on that. If it is false means, oh sorry, false means it is not displaying. True means it will display, guys. I'm a little bit confused. If it is true, then the compound will display. If it is false, then this page block component will not be displayed. You guys can ask me why we will use this, Sumant. Because what happens is sometimes when we are developing, guys, now they hire the developer, guys. Now they hire the developer for each and every functionalities. After some time, for a particular purpose, they want to disable a particular section in a page. For example, see, for example, look at this. Here they are providing all this information, right? Like contact info, address info, additional language information, description language. But after like a 6 or 7 months, what happens is they don't want this additional information. Then what they have to do, they can't delete the code, right? They cannot delete the code. It is a waste of time and this kind of stuff. So that is why they mentioned this rendered attribute. That means it works with as a boolean. If it is true, then it will display. If it is false, that particular block will not display, guys. See, that is true. If the block is displayed here, since we didn't mention the title, it is not clear. So I'm just going with the title as an account information. Account information and render and save as. See guys, now it's clear, right? So now I will make false so that you guys can see properly. Save. See, now you cannot see. That is the main use of this rendered. Okay, guys, I told you about the render as. Now I'm telling you about the rendered. Okay, so remember, guys, in interview questions they will ask the difference between the render and the render as. This is rendered. Usually in our Indian slang they say rendered. Okay, rendered equal to false, whereas render as it displays as a PDF. There is an important question, guys. This is an important question in the interview. Difference between rendered as, and re-rendered. You will encounter this in future. What does this re-rendered does is it will refresh the particular amount, guys. Particular amount of a block code. It will refresh it. That is the use of that one. So we will. I will tell you in the previous. The next session. Don't worry. Now you got what is the rendered, right? Rendered is equal to false. Okay, now I'm just making it true so that I can further continue. True, so I'm continuing. Next, guys, now I just mentioned the page block. This is just a particular block. In that block there can be many sections, right? So we are going with the tag called apex page block section. Apex page block section. See, what does this apex page block section means? Simple, guys, it displays a particular section in this Visual Force page, and this page block section should be inside this page block. This follows a particular hierarchy, guys. Okay, this page block section should be inside this page block. Now in this hierarchy, okay, let us see. First I'm deleting this page block and just I'm taking this page block section, so that let us see what happens. See, Visual Force error. The page block section component must be contained within the page block component. That means there is a particular hierarchy to follow, guys. Even in the Salesforce, even in the HTML also, if you want to, implement using CSS, there is a particular uh, hierarchy for that, guys. So what do you guys learn? Simple, guys, this page block section should be inside this page block. If not, the Visual Force error will occur. Now this page block section represents a particular section in the Visual Force. Okay, now in this page block section we can just write titles. Title equal to what's the title, guys? Let's make account information. So this is make it personal information. Making it as a personal information and saving it. See, in this account information you are getting the personal information. Guys, if you guys observe here, you are getting the standard look and feel of this account object, right? Are you
Yes.
guys observing that?
Yeah.
Okay, why? Because these are the Salesforce standard provided Visual Force tags. It will get the standard look and feel, guys. If you want to change this look and feel, you have to again go to the CSS file and we have to implement that CSS file using the Apex, and that Apex we have to link it here. Okay, now
Okay.
simple, guys, it's nothing but web developers will provide you the CSS files. Sometimes we have to write at some places web developers will be there, but some places we are the whole and soul, so we have to write at that time CSS. CSS also we have to write, HTML also we have to write, JavaScript obviously we have to write inside this. So it's better to have a knowledge on web-based languages. Okay, now in this Apex page block section, okay, title, Guys, one more important thing I forgot. Columns. I got. Guys, here in the standard accounts object, what happens here? See, when you create, there are two columns in a row. Then what happens? See, if you want 3 columns, you can write 3. If you want 4 columns in a row, you can write 4. If you want 5 columns in a row, you can write 5. This page block section defines the number of columns. Usually they will go with the 3 or 4, guys, not more than that, because our user interface will not be that cool, right? I mentioned it 3, but you cannot see here because there are no input fields here. Okay, now let me write some input fields if you want. If you guys want to see something, let me write fields in the page block section. Apex input field. Guys, I will tell you what this input field exactly is. Value. Now I'm linking it to account. So account dot name. Just copying it. Guys, don't worry about this code. I'll explain step by step later. Name and site should be there in the account. After the site, maybe the type is available, I guess. Next, account of name, the account number also will available, right? Account. Let me save it. See, guys, it is showing into 3, right? Did you guys get it?
Yes.
Okay. Now,
Yeah.
okay, let us change this column to 4. See, it is changing into column 4. But look at this, guys. It is so congested, right?
Yes.
So maximum 3 is enough. 3 looks good, right? Now it looks good. So that is the use of this column attribute, guys. That is the use of this column attribute. Okay. So what we have learned today, like I mean the page form, page block section, and one more thing is, guys. Okay, now there is
Columns.
uh columns. What do you mean? Yeah, column. These are attributes, guys. You guys have to. These are the important attributes, guys. You guys have to remember for sure. I'm saying. So this, let me take out there. Now, after this one, just now let us go with the page block buttons. Next, page block. Guys, if you guys observe, there is a sequence, guys. Apex page block section, page block, everything. I'm just discussing whatever the tags that are available on page block first. Those are the basic standard block for our Salesforce. In this page block, what happens, sorry, page block button, what happens is, if we write, I mean, our Salesforce will get Salesforce look and feel of these buttons, guys. For example, here we have save new and cancel buttons are there, right? So we will get the Salesforce look and feel for this if we write the button inside this page block button, guys. If not, we will not get it, guys. Okay, how do we write the button, Suman? There is a tag called Apex command button. Apex command button. In this Apex command button, we will write this save or cancel or whatever the functionality. In this command button first, let us take, I want to save this. So there is an attribute called value. Value means top. On the top of this button, what you want to write? First take save. So on the top of this button, I want to write save. Now, what action that value should perform? So we have to perform the action too, right? So Apex,
Yes.
yes. Now, guys, what happens is sometimes in if the standard functionalities is not available, we have to write the JavaScript buttons. We have to write the JavaScript buttons, and that buttons we have to provide inside this action, guys. Otherwise, we can just provide as standard buttons that are available. Now I'm just providing the save function. save. Yep. Sorry guys. This page block button, I told there is a hierarchy, right? So it should be immediately page block. See, does the save button appear here, right? Yes, it appeared. So with the Salesforce look and feel, it appeared, guys. Okay, now I am just taking off this page block. I'm just providing this command button. I'm just removing this page block buttons. I'm saving it. What happens, guys? It went just side, guys, right? That means
Yes.
it is not, it's not in the Salesforce standard format. This is the Salesforce standard format. In the middle, top and the bottom. Here you can see only on the top, not in the bottom, right? So
Yes.
if we write only this command button, it will just display its property as a command button, save, but it does not obey the Salesforce look and feel. So just retaking this back and just providing it back. See, save. Okay, guys, see here the code is so irregular, right? And the shortcut for that is Control or Shift Tab. Shift tab. Here it's just a 14 lines. It's not must be a problem. If you guys select all the code and shift tab it, it will rearrange itself. That means in a line, guys, not the logic. In a line, it will rearrange itself. If it is not in a line or particular thing like that.
Okay.
Next, now page block buttons is over. Now, what thing? Okay, page block session item. This specifies a particular item, guys. Page block session. After the page block section, page block session item. Apex page block session item. See, in this page block session item, it's nothing but a it takes up one column in a one row. Means it specifies. I'll show you. Page block session item in a single item is just available. So in this session, let us take. I'm just providing Apex put label. Guys, don't worry about this tabs that we will discuss one by one later, but for now just go with the logic. Value. Now let me take it as an account name, and this is a value of for what for guys. This account, a page block session item, we will use it rarely, guys. Don't worry about this, but remaining page block and remaining things are more important. Okay, this one we will use it rarely. Don't worry about this. See, it displays the account name in a single line and single row. That's it. Okay, guys. Any doubts till now?
No.
Can
Okay.
we use Bootstrap also?
Yes, you can use.
Okay.
Why, you have any experience on Bootstrap? I don't have any experience, dude. To be frank, on
Yeah,
Bootstrap.
I have a knowledge. That's it.
Okay, that's good. Having a knowledge is good on Bootstrap because you will
Yes.
use for Bootstrap for providing the styles and stuff, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I know why we use that one, but I don't know how
Okay.
to. Okay, we- okay. Now what happens? Now we discussed about the basic text, guys, and okay. I want to display a frame in my page. What we have to do? Simple, guys. There is a Apex iframe tag. Apex iframe tag. And guys, if you guys observe, in HTML also we have a similar tag called iframe, guys. The only thing is we just mentioned the Apex here. So in this Apex iframe tag, you have to provide something in the URL here. Let's take http slash of forward slashes to www dot sales. to salesforce.com. After this, scrolling, make it as a true. Guys, I'm just showing there is an iframe tag also. That's what I want to show. That's it. Id equals to. Let's see how it works. See, did the frame work? Yes, right? We got a frame here.
Yes. Yes.
See, ending, opening. So there is an iframe tag also, and guys, one more important that is also basic tag only. Apex detail tag. This detail tag we will discuss later also, but just better to know, guys. What is this apex detail tag does? It's nothing but it displays the standard details of that particular object. For the account object, it displays the detail, guys. Okay, let me tell you. Apex detail tag. Apex detail tag. In this detail tag, let me take rated list hover. Guys, there is an attribute called subject. In this detail tag, there is an attribute called subject. Guys, this operator is called binding operator, guys. These two brackets and that exclamatory mark is called as a binding operator. Okay, now account dot owner ID. So that this is to retrieve the information, this owner ID. After that, if you want the related list to be there, yes, true. I want the related list. What is related list, guys? Do you have any idea?
Mm.
Okay, see, guys, in this accounts, if you see this, okay, new, and let me create one, account one, and save. See, here there is an account details, but these contacts, opportunities, cases, opportunity, these all are called as related lists. Okay,
Okay.
Okay.
the top one is a detail page of our accounts, whereas the down bottom everything are related list, and there should be, oh, okay, not here. There will be hovers. Yeah, see. These are the related list hovers, guys. Contacts, opportunities, cases, open activities. These are the related list hovers. That means if we click on this, it will take us to contacts. In many websites, you guys can see, I guess, this one, right? This option.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, similar here. These are hovers and it will take to the related list. If we click on this related list hover, it will take us to the related list. Okay. Now, after the, okay, where we are. Okay, now related list should be true, means I want that related list. And do you want this related list over really? No, right? This is an extra functionality which burdens our visual force page. Means this, it burdens our visual force page, guys. If you want a fast, quick one requirement, then you can keep it as a false. If you don't want it, you can keep it as a false. If you want it, you can just make it as a true. It's up to you, guys. it up it's not up to you, basically. It's up to the architect who designs the system. He will provide you the information. Sometimes he will provide you the information, sometimes he doesn't provide you the information. When he doesn't provide you the information, you have to communicate with the BA, business analyst, who provided the documents, and you have to make it possible, guys. Okay, now true. Now let me take the title also. Title as a false. I'm saving it. Should show. Okay, these frames are getting. Okay, I'm cutting this off and I'm deleting everything, guys. Standard equal to apex detail. Title equal to true subject. We take out the subject. This apex detail page is standard equal to count apex detail page related list. Okay, anyway, the detail page is nothing but it provides the details of the particular account, guys. Why it is not providing means there are no account objects. There are no account records for me. That's not it. That is why it's not providing. I will show in later sessions. Don't worry about the detail page. And I guess those are the pretty much basic tags. These are the pretty much basic tags, guys. In tomorrow's session, we will discuss. We will continue this tags, guys. Okay.
Okay.